Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss about the programming, about the topic files used in C programming. What are the files used in C programming? Myself Kaveshri, studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. I am currently pursuing first semester under the section BMW. Today I am going to teach about files used in C programming, which comes under the subject principles of programming in C. First, we want to study about the contents. What are the contents we are going to study in this video? First is files and types of file and file operations, types of modes used in files, and the common file handling function in C, and example of a program for reading mode. What is mean by a file? File in C program is a way of storing the data and manipulating the data in a persistent and efficient manner. Second is types of file. There are two types of file, namely text file and binary files. Text file stores the data as ASCII character, and while binary files store the data as binary digits like 0 and 1. Next is file operations. There are 5 operations. First is creating a file. Next is after creating we have to open a file. After opening we can read the file and write the file and closing of a file. First we are going to study about how to create. First is creating a file. In this operation we can create a new file or open an existing file for writing or appending the data. For creating a file, we use a function called fopen. Like it depends on the moods. If we use W to writing mode, A to appending mode. For example, for opening a file, we use f pointer is equal to fopen bracket double inverted comma data.text and comma double inverted comma with W. W indicates we should open the file in the writing mode. Data.text includes creates or open file in the name data.text. Next is reading from a file. We have to read the data from the file and it's stored in the variable or an array. For reading a file, we should use the function as fscanf or fgets. Example, fscanf fpointer double inverted comma is name that reads from a string from a file and stores in the variable name. Next is a writing to a file. In this operation is used to write the data to a file or a variable or an array. We use a function called fprintf or fputs to write a file. For example, fprintf is bracket fptr hello dot sn name writes a string to a file with the value of variable name. Next is closing a file. This operation closes a file and frees the file pointer. In this, for closing a file, we use a function called fclosef. Fclose with a brackets. For example, fclosef fptr closes the file and releases the file pointer. There are various types of modes in a file, which there are 6 types. One is R with a symbol for only reading the data, and W for opening a file and writing only, A double inverted comma with A which represents the appending the data to the end of the file, and R plus which includes as opening the file for both reading and writing, and W plus opening the file for both reading and writing, and A plus is also symbol used for opening the file for both reading and writing, and data can be appended to the end of the file. Next is the common file handling functions in C. fopen, it is a first function. This function creates or open a file and returns it to a pointer. It takes 2 arguments, the name of the file and the mode of opening. For example, what is the name we are going to give for the file? For example, data.txt is given in this example. You can use any of the file name, and mods like R or W for writing, or A for appending, or combination of this. Next is fprintf. This function is to print the data or an array or a variable. Fprintf takes the variable number of arguments like the pointer, file, and the format specifier and the values. Fputf takes two arguments, the pointer to the file and string to be written. For example, fprintf fptr allow and nname writes a string with a file for a variable name, and fputsf, this is a sample text, writes a string to the file. This is a sample text is used as a file name and writes a string file. fscanf, this is a function that reads the formatted input from the file. It takes a file pointer, a format string, and one or more arguments to store the data. For example, fscanf fp ampersand d and ampersand s and number and str reads an integer and string from the file pointed by fp and stores them in the variable and num and string. fgetC is a function in a C that reads a single character from a file and advances the file pointer to the next position. For example, C is equals to fgetC fp reads a character from the file pointed by the fp and stores it in the form of variable of the C. Is the example program of reading a file. In this there are header files like include standard input and output.h file, and second is an standard library function, and next is int where the function declaration starts from here. Int number is an integer function, we are declaring the functions. A file into fptr is a file pointer, we are using the appropriate locations. Like now we are going to open the file of pointer by using a fopen, which is stored in the file c program.txt in the reading mode. If fptr is equal to null, print f error, file cannot be opened. This is the error handling function. This part is used as error handling. Print if the file cannot be opened, then you print as error, file cannot be opened. Next is fscanf and fptr. This is an output value, and printf value of an n and ampersand d comma num. This is also an output function. And fclose is a function to close the file. And last is a return function, return statement. That's it, the program finishes. Thank you for everyone watching.